Hello, everyone, and good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, as people are hopping in, please go ahead and take a moment to locate the chat area in the bottom right hand of your screen. And while you're there, why don't you tell us where you're all joining us from today? I'm in Orange County, California. Our guest, Rachel, where are you from?
Yes, I am in Austin, Texas. It's a bit colder today than us Texans are used to. But yeah, excited to hear where everyone's joining us from.
I love it. You know what? It's a little bit chillier than usual here in Southern California too. I don't know what's in the weather this week. Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with CASEpeer, although many of you probably joining us today are current CASEpeer clients, we are the #1 rated legal software for personal injury law firms. So we're designed from intake all the way through settlement to drive better results for your clients and your business. And I'm really excited today to be talking about our integration with the one, the only LawPay. And Rachel is joining us from LawPay. You're about to celebrate 4 years coming up, right, Rachel?
Yes, 4 years in January. So it's been an exciting time here with LawPay. If you see a FinaPay anywhere, that's our parent company. So LawPay, FinaPay, we're the same people. But yeah, so LawPay is an online payment solution for legal professionals. And our service really allows attorneys to get paid quickly and conveniently by their clients. And what's great about our online platform, in addition to this great integration we'll be talking about today, is that attorneys really have the ability to take payments virtually anywhere from their clients, so they can get paid quickly and easily. And we understand the legal industry and trust compliance. So that's a huge differentiator about what makes us great, is that we understand trust compliance, and we're easy to reach. We're real people over here. So if you ever have any questions or need some help with the software, no robots here, no phone trees. So you can always reach us.
I love that. And that's everything. So, for those of you maybe that don't know, CasePeer is also an AffiniPay solution. We were acquired by AffiniPay earlier this year. And honestly, just the energy and the synergy, I want to say, between how we appreciate our clients and treat our clients is very, very similar. And that is everything. Because although we're tech, we're powering your business and we want to make sure that we're there to support you every step of the way. So, now, the elephant in the room is that CasePeer, we're a personal injury legal software, right? So some of you, maybe you got the email and you thought, LawPay, well, that's an interesting integration for PI software. But as many of you know, you are probably, maybe you do a little bit of criminal, or you have friends that start their PI firm and they're 50% PI, 50% criminal. Maybe you do a little bit of immigration on the side. This is not unusual. And I know many of you that are probably joining us today are excited about the integration specifically for this reason. We've been hearing for years from clients how excited they would be to be able to collect payments and do some of that directly from CasePeer. And so that's what we're going to be offering with this integration that's coming very soon. So let's talk about what this integration is going to do. So we are leveraging LawPay's amazing quick bill feature, which allows attorneys to send payment requests without leaving CasePeer. Now, anything you do in CasePeer, you're going to be able to see it also in LawPay, and we'll walk you through all of that. But clients, when they get a quick bill email, they can pay that with a single click. So it makes it really easy to collect that. Now you're going to be able to see in CasePeer when those payment quick bill requests have been viewed, when they've paid, or if they're still outstanding on a case and firm-wide. Right. And then all quick bill activity in CasePeer is going to be captured also in your case notes. So one of my favorite statistics, Rachel, about the quick bill is that LawPay has been tracking it, and you guys know that 50% of these that are paid the same day that the request is sent. That's pretty astounding.
Yeah, Quick Bill is definitely one of our most popular features. And again, we just want to take some of the work off the attorney's plate, save you time, and Quick Bill helps achieve that. So super excited that it's being integrated into CasePeer.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And why don't we jump into CASEpeer and in LawPay and see how this is going to work. All right. We'll close this out. And we'll jump in right into the browser. We're going to enjoy it live. All right, so you guys should all be seeing my screen. We're here in CASEpeer on Julia Rodriguez's case, and she is a wills and trust case here. So for those of you familiar with CASEpeer, obviously you're very used to the screen. This is the home tab of the case, and along the left-hand side, these are the different tabs where other information is collected, whether it's other contacts, litigation, out-of-pocket expenses. And here at the bottom on this case, we can say LawPay Quick Bills because it's activated within the system. Okay, so where is that activated? Again, it's all in our account settings with our other integrations. So if we click over here and we scroll down and we find LawPay, we already have it activated. Otherwise, you would see the typical activate button. Instead, right now we see configure and deactivate. So let's talk about what goes into configuring your LawPay account. It's very straightforward. You'd have an API key in here and you can share that between LawPay and CASEpeer. And then you're going to go in here and you're going to add and select your default accounts. Okay. And that's obviously where that money deposited from your quick bills are going to go. And so you can set that up here in CASEpeer. And then once you've activated that integration, it's going to be on that case. You're going to see that LawPay Quick Bill tab on all of your cases. So let's go ahead and walk through creating a quick bill. Rachel, so this is pretty similar to how the process works in LawPay as well, right? So for those people that maybe already use both, this should feel quite similar.
Yep, you hit the nail on the head. Very similar. Again, the synergy between the two is will do nothing but help y'all. So yeah, super excited how similar these are.
Perfect. So what I'm doing here, I put in the dollar amount. You can always do your decimal points, but you don't have to. You're writing here, this is going to be the subject of your email and your message. So, you can say, we'll make sure Julia, please pay your deposit here. And then reference number is something that is that the client will see as well. So for example, you might say something like Smith and Associates deposit, or if there's a specific fee or service that this quick bill is for, you could put that here under the reference. And then the description is something internal that you can choose to use if you'd like. So we can just say here, this is her second deposit. All right, and we're going to go ahead and create. And what this create does, it's going to automatically be talking to LawPay, sending this quick bill, and triggering that email over to Julia to pay. All right, so it's been sent. Now let's take a look at what that does here in CASEpeer. So you can see I already had a paid retainer here for her, but I do have in a sent status the second deposit. This is the one that we just triggered. And I also want to flag that it's here in the case notes. So you can see that here I went in and I sent a LawPay quick bill for $500 second deposit. And here's that reference that we said was that internal piece of information. Okay. Now, where does that look globally? That's also over here in LawPay Quick Bills in our management screen. So this is where you can see everything that's been sent, viewed, recently paid, just like your other management screens that you're used to seeing over in CASEpeer. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the client is going to see when they click that quick bill, especially for those of you that aren't familiar with LawPay. While I pull that up, can you talk a little bit, Rachel, about how fast that is for the client? They get that email right away, right?
Yes, they will receive that email right away. When they receive that email, they're going to see a very clear button that says View Bill and Pay. All they have to do is click on that, where they will be taken to that quick bill screen. And then they'll have the ability to then enter in their card or e-check information. And yep, just like we're seeing here. So we're going to go ahead and click that left checkbox. Perfect. Awesome. And then this is that enter payment screen where that client can then enter their billing address and choose to either pay with card or e-check. And what's great again about taking the time off of your plate is that your client is filling all of this in. So you don't have to sit on the phone with them and take their card or banking information over the phone. You just send this quick bill and they fill in everything.
Alrighty, expiration date here. And so your client, within minutes of receiving this email, is now paying this quick bill. And I'm sure there's plenty of people, if it's a retainer, they might be even sitting with that client on the phone, walking them through it, right, Rachel?
Yeah, that's definitely possible. And it's a very, as you saw, easy step process, just a couple screens, and immediately they've submitted their card or banking information so that you have gotten paid.
And we can see it here paid right there. And the piece that we didn't capture here, I should have clicked over as soon as I opened that link. But one of my favorite features about this is that you can actually see when it's been viewed, right? So think about globally being able to track your payments here by glowing to the LawPay quick bill screen here and filtering on the ones that have been viewed but not paid yet. That makes your follow-up really easy. These are the ones you want to follow up with. And then of course you can see these haven't even been opened yet, but you want to be able to follow up on those. And then should we hop over into LawPay really quick and see what that looks like for people familiar?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
All right, so there's this one on the 15th that we just did into our test account here and paid. Is there anything, Rachel, in particular that you want me to click on here in the LawPay screen?
Yeah, you can click on that line item for Julia's quick bill. Perfect. And we'll have some information there. Again, just reiterating that this quick bill has been paid, and you're able to see those details of the email that it was sent to, as well as the amount that it was sent for. So, what I also want to call out and really love about this integration is that you can see this in CASEpeer and you can see it in LawPay. So, in the event that you might need help with a quick bill or just have a question for us, we're on the LawPay side are also able to see any quick bill that was created in CASEpeer.
Yeah, and it makes supporting the integration between our teams really straightforward. The other thing that's interesting is you called out that email address, right? I think that it's really interesting as well to highlight that you can see, of course, where it was sent. And let's say that their email changed, right? You follow up, set, they haven't viewed it. You can hop back in here and you can actually update the LawPay. You can come in here and edit and update the message, resend it to a new email contact if you need to. We're unable to do these on these because they've been paid, but anything that's been unpaid, you can delete it. You can update the message, update even the amount, and update the email that you're sending it to as well, which is really key. So you can work on the fly right from CASEpeer or from LawPay. And all of it, as you're all used to, is getting attached into your case notes as well. Perfect. Do we have any questions while I pick Rachel's brain on a couple things? So, Rachel, with Quick Bill, is the best way for attorneys to highlight what that bill is for? Is that the reference and the description fields?
Yeah, that reference helps a lot with letting the client know what this payment request is for. So definitely utilize those references again because it is something your client can see, and that's one less phone call that they or email that they might have to make to you to say, "Hey, I got this. What is it for?" You can just give them all of the information right off the bat.
Absolutely. No, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to jump back over into our presentation. We can always hop back in to the integration if people have specific questions to walk through. So Trisha's wondering, are we able to take a payment from the client instead of them entering the information? That's a really good question, Trisha. Rachel, can you talk about how that works in LawPay, and then I can touch on the future integration?
Yeah, definitely. So, yes, there is a way directly in LawPay where you could take the client's either card or e-check information and process that payment. That would be within the charge tab in LawPay. If you have a current LawPay account, I'll drop our support team number in the chat so you can reach out to us. Or if you're interested in signing up, I'll provide that info as well. But the short answer is yes, that is possible.
Yeah, so it's possible in LawPay. And Trisha, in terms of the integration, we are planning on growing this integration further and being able to, with LawPay's Card Vault feature, save those cards on file. So in the future, you'll be able to, when your clients opted into that, just go ahead and charge the card on file when you have complete peace of mind that that card number is stored in a secure fashion. And Rachel, you can touch on that a little bit too. Can you talk about Card Vault? Because I think that's one of the neatest features for firms that stress about storing the sensitive information.
Yeah, definitely. And we are so excited. Card Vault is a part of LawPay. We had for a long time customers asking, hey, I just want somewhere secure to keep this. I don't want to have to worry about writing it down. And Card Vault does exactly that. When either card or bank information is imported into Card Vault, once it's submitted to the vault, you as the law firm only see the last 4 digits, which can help give your clients peace of mind that you can't recover their full card or banking information from the system. We have PCI compliance for LawPay that we're required to adhere to, and we are level 1 compliant, so everything is encrypted and kept very secure. And then my last favorite thing about Card Vault is there's not a date on when you have to use that card by. It is stored in the vault until you need it. So there's not a timer. It won't disappear unless you delete it. So that's one of my other favorite features about the vault.
I love that. And so I could see a lot of firms, if they have a client that's a trust client or a criminal client or whatever the case may be, they can actually get that credit card during the intake process and just have it sitting there and be able to charge it whenever the time comes. And personally, as a client, I would love that. Like, I would love to just give you my card and charge me when you need to charge me, and it's one less step, right? No, I love that. So, Rachel, do you have any parting words here about LawPay? What do we want to leave the audience with today?
Yeah, I would say that whether you're with LawPay currently or might be interested in getting started, we really are a very customer focused company. I've had calls with customers and they either say, I've been trying to figure this out for 30 minutes, or one time, my favorite story is probably I answered the phone and someone was midway eating a granola bar because they were like, I'm sorry, I didn't think anybody was going to answer so fast. So all that to say that if you need help or you have questions about LawPay or how it could help really streamline your business practices or take that time or give you time back so you don't have it to spend as much time billing or invoicing or worrying about getting paid, that's what we're here for. So please reach out to us. We're always happy to talk with you and answer any questions you might have.
I love that. And Rachel, coming from the perspective of CASEpeer, for us from day one, it's been so important providing personal injury firms with a structure to generate value in their cases, to generate value in their cases on behalf of their clients. And I see this as just the best kind of stepping stone to support our firms that are not 100% specialized, that may do 20% of something else, and to leverage a tool like LawPay, which is the industry standard for law firms, is really exciting. And we look forward to hearing your thoughts on the integration. One question we always get is, when is it available? It's going to be part of our next release, which is coming to you after Thanksgiving. So stay tuned. If you have questions in advance, please send those our way. We'll route them to our development team. We'll route it We'll route it to where it needs to go. And as you begin to use the integration, again, those of you that are CASEpeer clients, you understand how we keep our ear to the ground to make sure that your experience is a positive one. We love hearing from you and your feedback on our product. So please circle back with us. If there's more features you're going to want out of that integration, let us know, and we're definitely listening. Deirdre was asking about the cost, Rachel. There's no cost for the integration specifically, but can you address a little bit about how LawPay works?
Yeah, definitely. So when you're accepting electronic payments, whether it's card or e-check, and then we have a newer feature also called client credit, we offer many payment options to help you get paid. Now, with each of those, there are processing fees for those different types of payments. But what I really want to emphasize as far as the fees for the service go is that even if you take payments into your trust or IOLTA account, LawPay will always debit those processing fees from your operating account to help you remain in compliance with that trust account. As far as the specifics of the fees for the different payment methods that we have, card, e-check, and client credit, go ahead and reach out to us so one of our account managers can go over that pricing structure with you. This number on the screen or that link there will get you in touch with someone so we can go over the specifics of the pricing structure.
And if you call that number during business hours, a person picks up the phone, which in this day and age is like the most amazing thing. I love it. Yeah, that's a really great question, Deirdre. Thank you, Rachel, for that explanation. I think that makes a lot of sense. And the thing you mentioned about the IOLTA account is really important, because if you're a law firm and you're using Square, or you're using some of these other ways to capture cards and to process credit cards in your office, it's your responsibility now on your end to make sure that those trust accounts are, that those fees aren't coming out of the client's trust payment. So that's the beauty about working with a system that's designed for law firms and lawyers to make sure that everything's on the up and up, right?
Yes.
All right. Great question here from Trisha. Is there a feature where we could send a bill to the client with a time itemization along with a trust account replenishment request? So, Trisha, that is something that we are looking into incorporating, for example, into CASEpeer's time management component and maybe being able to invoice off of that. Right now, Rachel, they can do that in QuickBill, harnessing that description, for example, right?
Yes, directly in the LawPay, you can use that description. We also have the ability through the LawPay platform to go ahead and add an attachment. So if there's something specific or like a PDF you're wanting to send with the client to the client, you can use that add attachment feature.
I love that. And that's something that is available in LawPay. Yeah, so not in the integration yet, but those are things that will come, Trisha. And if you're, Trisha, I'm not sure if you are an existing CASEpeer client and you're going to be interested in this integration, I definitely recommend activating it, starting to use it, and then we'd love to have your feedback and on improvements and additional features you'd love to see. Circle back with us. That's what we're here for. All right. Well, everyone, I think that's it now. Definitely, if you have any other questions, of course, you can reach out to LawPay at this phone number. You can reach out to me directly at this email. You can Slack us on, message us or Instagram us on CASEpeer or at Gabriela Cubeiro. So please, we make ourselves available to you for your questions, for your feedback. And we're very excited about this integration. And again, we'll be sharing more about it as it goes live after Thanksgiving. And Rachel, thank you so much for joining us today. Is this the best way for people to reach out using the phone number to get hold of somebody over at LawPay AffiniPay?
Yeah, phone works great. Like I said, we will answer the phone. We also have live chat and email. I would say whatever it takes, send smoke signals. We're here to help. So I say whichever way you prefer to communicate. I've had people jump on live chat and they're like, "Hey, can you just give me a call?" Yes, we can. So, like I said, smoke signals, whatever it takes, we're here to help.
I love it. I love it. That's why the integration works. Same ethos here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us today. I know we'll be producing more content and information about this integration. Hopefully, you'll join us for those. And for everyone who tuned in today, thank you for being here. And please reach out if you have any additional questions at all. And obviously, we'll be sharing this webinar and additional resources with you about the integration as soon as it's live and available in your account settings to activate. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time and have a wonderful day. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.